My fiancé announced at her bridal shower, "I'm marrying him for security, but I'm keeping my options open." I heard about it from her sister. I didn't argue, just returned the ring to the jeweler and sent her a receipt. She's still calling me from the parking lot. I, 31, male, was finishing up a project deadline when my phone buzzed. It was Melissa's sister, Rachel. We rarely talked directly, so seeing her name was odd. Rachel, "Hey Connor, need to talk to you. It's important. Can you call?" I called immediately. She sounded uncomfortable. "Connor, I'm really sorry to do this," she began. "But I was at Melissa's bridal shower today." "Yeah." She said it was at her friend Victoria's place. "Everything okay?" "Connor." She said some things after a few drinks. "Things you should know." My stomach dropped. "What things?" "She was laughing with her friends about the wedding," Rachel said. "She said she's marrying you for security but keeping her options open." Her exact words were, "Connor's sweet and stable, perfect husband material, but a girl needs excitement, too. You know?" Silence. 5 years together, 2 years engaged, wedding in 3 months. "What else, Rachel?" I asked. She talked about some guy from her gym, Evan, how he makes her feel alive. Said after the wedding settles down, she'll have more freedom to explore. Her friends were encouraging it. Did anyone else hear this? Most of the shower, about 15 people. Your cousin Lee was there too. She left right after. "Connor, I'm so sorry. I couldn't not tell you." "No, thank you. Really. I needed to know." I hung up. I sat there, staring at my laptop screen. Wedding in 3 months, deposits paid, invitations sent, life planned. I called Lee and confirmed everything. She said Melissa was treating marriage like a business arrangement with benefits. Melissa came home around 8 p.m., tipsy and glowing. "Baby, I missed you." The shower was amazing. Victoria really outdid herself. Good time. The best. Everyone loved the games. "Oh, and the lingerie your mom sent. So classy." She kissed my cheek and went to shower. I sat there. The decision was made. The next morning, Saturday, Melissa was sleeping off the wine. I drove to the jeweler where I bought her engagement ring. 3-carat cushion cut. Cost me $22,000. I still had the paperwork. The manager remembered me. "Mr. Thompson, how's the wedding planning?" "Change of plans. I need to return this." I showed him the ring, receipt, and documentation. Their return policy was 90 days. I was at 87. "Oh," the manager said. "I'm sorry to hear that. Any issues with the ring?" "The ring's perfect," I said. "The issues are with the fiancé." I took photos of the return receipt. A full refund would process in 5 to 7 business days. It felt surreal walking out without that little blue box I'd carried for months planning the proposal. I went home. Melissa was up making brunch. "Hey, sleepyhead. I made your favorite." "Thanks." "Hey, can we talk?" "Sure." "Wedding stuff. I have some ideas about the flowers." I slid the jeweler's receipt across the counter. Her face went from confused to shocked to angry in 3 seconds. "What is this?" "A return receipt. Got full value back." You returned my ring?" "Where is it?" "Gone. Like our engagement." "What? You can't just—" "We're getting married." "No, we're not." "Is this a joke? What's wrong with you?" "Rachel called," I said calmly. "She told me about your shower speech. The one about marrying me for security while keeping your options open." The blood drained from her face. That's not. She misunderstood. Lee was there too. Same story. I was drunk. Girls say stupid things at showers. It meant nothing. Drunk words, sober thoughts. You're ending our relationship over shower talk. I'm ending it because you see me as a safety net, not a partner. She started crying. Not sad tears, angry tears. You stole my ring. I purchased it. I returned it. Check the receipt. That was mine. You gave it to me. It was a conditional gift for marriage. No marriage, no ring. Basic law. She threw the receipt at me, grabbed her phone, and stormed out. 20 minutes later, the text started flooding in. You're overreacting. I can't believe you'd humiliate me like this. What am I supposed to tell everyone? That ring was mine. You're going to regret this. I didn't respond. I started canceling wedding vendors. The photographer gave a partial refund. We lost the deposit on the venue but avoided full payment. The caterer gave a full refund minus the tasting fee. Each cancellation felt like freedom. Her mom called within an hour. Connor, what's this about returning Melissa's ring? She's hysterical. Ask her why, I said. She knows. She said it was a misunderstanding at the shower. The misunderstanding where she announced she's marrying me for security while planning to keep her options open? That misunderstanding. She didn't mean it that way. How else could that be meant? You men always take things so literally. She loves you. She loves my stability. Not the same thing. After 5 years, you're throwing it all away over some silly comments? She threw it away when she made those comments. I'm just acknowledging reality. Melissa tried coming back that evening. I had already changed the locks. My house, my name only. She stood outside, ringing the doorbell, then pounding on the door. Connor, open up. This is ridiculous. We need to talk. I talked to her through the Ring doorbell app. There's nothing to discuss. Your stuff is in boxes in the garage. The code is 5555. You changed the locks? I live here. You stayed here. You live with your parents. Check your driver's license. You bastard. 5 years. I gave you 5 years. And you plan to give me a lifetime of disrespect. Hard pass. Update 1. 1 week later, the entitlement escalated quickly. Melissa went from angry to vindictive in record time. First, she tried the social media route. She posted vague things about narcissistic men who can't handle strong women. And when someone shows you their true colors, believe them. She tagged me. I posted the return receipt with the caption. When someone announces at their bridal shower that they're marrying you for security while keeping their options open, believe them. #DodgeDabbleIt. Her friends attacked me in the comments. I started screenshotting and replying with the same message. Ask her what she said at the shower. Rachel and Lee were there. The narrative started shifting when people actually asked. Rachel, bless her, confirmed publicly. I told Connor because my sister was bragging about using him. He deserved to know. Then, Melissa tried financial manipulation. She sent me a Venmo request for $8,500. Description: half of wedding expenses I paid. I declined it and sent my own request for $11,000. Description: half of wedding expenses I paid, plus therapy for emotional damage. She called, screaming. I didn't answer. Next came the guilt trips through mutual friends. Our friend group split. Some bought her I was just joking defense. Others, who knew about her flirtations with the gym bro Evan, sided with me. The real escalation came on Thursday. I got a call from my credit card company about suspicious activity. Someone had tried to use my card for a $3,000 purchase at a jewelry store. Melissa still had a card on my account from when we shared expenses. I canceled it immediately and filed a fraud report. Called her. Did you seriously try to buy jewelry on my card? That's my ring money. You stole it. I returned my purchase. You attempted credit card fraud. I deserve compensation for 5 years. Compensation for what? Living rent-free in my house? Using my Netflix? Driving the car I maintained? For my emotional labor? Supporting your career? Being the perfect girlfriend? Perfect girlfriends don't plan to cheat after the wedding. I never said I'd cheat, just that I needed excitement. You're so boring. Then why did you want to marry me? Silence. Then, because I do love you. Just not the way you want me to. You love what I provide, not who I am. That's not love. You're twisting everything. I'm done, I said. Don't contact me again. And if you try using my cards again, I'll press charges. That Saturday, she showed up with a U-Haul and her dad. He looked embarrassed. He helped load her things quietly while she directed and complained. Her dad pulled me aside. "I'm sorry about this, Connor. For what it's worth, I think she messed up big time." Melissa overheard. "Dad, whose side are you on?" "The truth side," he said. "You got caught. Own it." She exploded at him. He just kept loading boxes, shaking his head. As they were leaving, she had one last shot. "You'll regret this. No one will ever love you like I did." "God, I hope not," I said. Update 2. 3 weeks later. The extinction burst was spectacular. Melissa couldn't handle being ignored, so she escalated to nuclear options. It started with her showing up at my work. She told security she was my fiancée and that there was an emergency. They called me. I said, "I don't have a fiancé. Please have her removed." Security did, but she made enough of a scene that HR got involved. I had to explain the situation, show them the returned ring receipt, and confirm she had no legal right to be there. Then came the targeted harassment. She found out I joined a dating app, made fake profiles to match with me, and then sent nasty messages. I screenshotted them all and reported her to the app. They banned her IP address. The worst part was when she started contacting my family. She told my mom I was having a mental breakdown and needed an intervention. She told my sister I was probably gay because no straight man rejects a woman like her. My mom called, concerned but skeptical. "Melissa says you're unstable." "Mom." I returned an engagement ring after learning she planned to cheat on me. That's the definition of stability. She also implied you might be gay because that's the only reason a man wouldn't want her. "That's what I figured," I said. "I'll block her number." But the masterclass in entitlement came when she contacted the wedding venue. She pretended we had reconciled and tried to reinstate the booking. When they called me to confirm, I explained the situation. They not only refused her but blacklisted her from future events. She then tried to sue me. She actually hired a lawyer. She claimed breach of promise, emotional distress, and theft of property, the ring. Her lawyer sent a demand letter for $50,000. My response was beautiful. I hired my own lawyer. We sent back screenshots of her shower comments, "Thank you," social media, her admission via text that she needed excitement, the report of her attempted credit card fraud, the report of her harassment at my workplace, and character witness statements from Rachel and Lee. Her lawyer dropped her. Apparently, announcing you're marrying someone for money while planning to cheat isn't a strong legal position. The final straw was when she contacted my ex from college, Beth. She tried to warn Beth that I was abusive and controlling. Beth, who I'd ended things with amicably years ago, called me laughing. "Your ex just messaged me about how you're dangerous. What did you do? Commit the crime of having standards." I returned her engagement ring after she announced she was using me. "Good for you. Want me to mess with her?" "Nah. She's doing a fine job of destroying herself." "Fair," Beth said. "But I did tell her you were the one who got away and that I'd take you back in a heartbeat." Her meltdown was glorious. Final update. 2 months later. The conclusion was poetic justice at its finest. Remember Evan, the gym bro who made her feel alive? Well, Melissa pivoted hard toward him after I refused to take her back. She posted constantly about new beginnings and finding someone who appreciates adventure. Evan played along for about 3 weeks, long enough to get what he wanted. Then he posted a story on his social media with another woman. When Melissa confronted him, he was blunt. "We were just having fun. You said you wanted excitement, not commitment." The meltdown was public. She commented on every one of his photos, called the other woman names, and got herself banned from the gym for causing scenes. Evan had to get a restraining order. Meanwhile, I kept living. Therapy helped me process the betrayal. I started dating casually, nothing serious, just rebuilding trust in my own judgment. Then karma delivered the killing blow. The IRS sent her a notice. See, she'd been claiming expensive gifts for me on social media as income from her influencer business for tax write-offs, but she never reported any actual income. The ring return triggered an audit when she tried to claim a $22,000 business loss. She called me panicking. Did you report me to the IRS? No, I said. But claiming personal gifts as business expenses probably did. I need you to sign papers saying the ring was a business expense. What? Just say you bought it for my influencer career, for photos. That's tax fraud. You owe me. I owe you nothing. Stop calling me. Last I heard through mutual friends, she's living with her parents. Evan and 3 other guys have restraining orders against her. She owes the IRS $15,000 in back taxes and penalties. She's been banned from 2 gyms and a yoga studio. Her influencer account dropped from 10,000 to 2,000 followers. She still posts about toxic exes to an audience that has stopped caring. As for me, I bought a motorcycle with part of the ring refund, something I'd always wanted but she had called childish. I joined a riding group. I met Amanda there. She's an engineer, loves camping, and thinks marriage is about partnership, not security. We're taking things slow. She knows the whole story. She laughed when I told her about the shower speech and said, "Who announces that out loud? The best revenge is living well." Melissa wanted security while keeping her options open. She ended up with neither. I wanted a partner who chose me, not my stability. I found prospects for that instead. Sometimes people tell you exactly who they are. Melissa announced hers at a bridal shower, thinking I'd never know. But the universe has a way of exposing the truth. To anyone facing a similar situation, trust your gut. When someone shows you that they see you as an option, not a priority, believe them. Return the ring, cancel the wedding, and find someone who chooses you, not your utility. The parking lot. Yeah, she sat there for 3 hours that first night, calling and texting. I watched on the Ring camera, ordered a pizza, and planned my free future. It was worth every penny of that lost venue deposit.